Ladies and gentlemen, this is eliminating a country every single day until we have one left. Who would willingly sit here and look at, 199 countries and eliminating each one? That's me. You're looking at him. And just to make it completely clear, we have the 195 UN recognised nations, and it's stretched to 199 because it includes some of the other territories that may or may not be considered countries. So yeah, who are you rooting for? Let me know down in the comments. No time like the present. Let's get this underway. Here we go. First spin of the game. 199 countries, let's get through them all. Ireland! Oh, the Irish, first to go out in the competition. Ireland, I'm afraid that I landed face down on the floor. Spin, spin, spin. Bosnia and Herzegovina. They have Bosnia chance of winning. We are going to have to rattle through these. Honduras, Honduras, Honduras. Honduras, they're out. Cape Verde. Or is it Cape Verde? I'm not too sure. Cape, very much out of here. And we go again. India! India. They are India end of the road. Yeah, I know these puns are not fantastic, but, well, there we are. We got South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. This is a competition that South Africa can't win. The Ukraine. Let's just hope that this is the only thing they lose. And we go again. Uruguay. Uruguay. You're gone, I'm afraid. Badum, badum, badum. Kosovo. More like Kosonono. I think I'm going to be here all night at this point. But we move. Romania. Romania. Man they out. Uganda. 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 Angola. Angonda. Ecuador, a personal favourite of mine, but unfortunately not favourite enough to win the competition. Ecuador, Equa dropped out. I couldn't really think of a good pun for that one. Morocco, go away. And we go again. Myanmar, Mayan no more. Another one. Azerbaijan. Get it? China. They got out-Chinapped. The Maldives. Mal dived straight out of this competition, which is a real shame because I really wanted to go on holiday there again. We have the United States. Sorry, folks, your time's come. This is the United States of Eliminated. I can see the hate comments now. The Bahamas. Bahama, see you later. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Kazakh stunned by defeat. Malawi. Malawi. My lost we. Nepal, the one with the funky flag. Nepal? More like Nefail. Look, if you guys think you've got better puns, then let me know, alright? Oh, Canada. Canada, oh no, they're done. Croatia. Shutting them out of the competition. Also, fair play for watching this video in full. I mean, I know it's quite a long one. But even more fair play if, well, you've been watching this as well as the shorts because, damn, there's been a lot of them. So you may actually already know who's won if you've watched all of them or, probably like most people, just decided to watch the last one. Which almost seems to go against the spirit of the game, but hey, who am I to judge? And we go again. Latvia. Latvia next time. Bahrain. They really got Bahrained out of here. Laos. Laos. They, louse the game. Italia. Italy. Ciao bella. How are we only down to 170? I feel like I've been doing this for so long. Well, only one way forward, and that's to keep spinning. Tunisia. Tuni, see you later. Antigua and Barbuda. Man, that was a big spin, that. Antigua and Barbuda. Man, that wheel is going fast. Spain. Spain. But all they feel is the pain. Zambia, Zambia, Zambia. The Netherlands. They never won. Aha, Tuvalu. Honestly, this one really hurts because, I mean, I'm no betting man, but if I was, then my money would have been on Tuvalu. Tuvalu, to the lost. But alas, we go again. Costa Rica. Costa Rica failure. Sweden. 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 Vanuatu. Vanu out 2. With the amount of countries to get through, I can't really give much commentary. Mozambique. This was a Mozambique outcome. Lesotho. Lesotho throw in the towel. Right, let's start hammering this list. Another one. San Marino. Been there. Beautiful place. But San Marie, no chance left. It's Benin. Better luck, Benin, in another life. We just spin doctors. Papua New Guinea. Papa needs a new pair of shoes because he just lost this competition. Slovenia. Nah, I can't even think of a pun for this one. They just lost, alright. So we're curious to know, how many of you are still in the competition, either with your country or, well, even if you just bet on something? Panama. Hammer? Nah. Also, pray for me in the editing process, because this is going to be a long one to edit. Guinea Pie, sorry, you're out of here. Indonesia. Indonesia later. St. Lucia. St. Lucia. This is a real shame because this is also a lovely country. But being lovely doesn't make you a winner. Not in this game anyway. And while still being in the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Also a lovely country. But this time it's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Montenegro. Monteneg, no more chances. Senegal. Senegal? More like Senegon. Ladies and gents, we are now down to 148 countries. We are slowly but surely picking these off. So I wonder what's coming next. Somewhere big, hopefully. Hungary! I am hungrieving their loss. Luxembourg. Luxem broke their chances. Liechtenstein. Lichten, straight out of here. They may be one of the smallest countries in the world, but unfortunately, they were also a small fry in this game of elimination. Lithuania. Another Lucia. 10 out of 10 puns here, folks. I'm here basically every single day. Iran. Iran out of the competition. Look, that one was just on a plate to be taken. Rwanda. Rowan, done. Libya. Libya, Ghana. Finland. Finland. It's the finish line for them. Guyana. Guy another time, perhaps. Poland. Poland. They got poleaxed from the competition. Timor least likely to stay in the competition. Also, just to say, their flag is pretty cool. Just putting that out there. Who is next on the chopping block? Let's spin to see. Botswana. Wanna try again? Unfortunately, you can't in this competition. Once you're out, you're out. Vatican City. Vati can't win. Not even with divine blessings. Those guys are out of here. Burkina Faso. They've been Burkina failed. Also, I know for a fact that at some point in this video I'm going to mispronounce something, so when it happens, don't flame me too much in the comments. Please. I could have really broken this down by region. If you look on the right, I could have picked any of these areas, but I think it's more fun when we pit everybody in a life or death situation. So if World War III ever starts, at least we know who the winner's gonna be. South Korea. South could really finish this time. Albania. Albania. More like Albania. Get it? Switzerland. Switzer lost. Look, I know they're probably like the most neutral country in the world, but that only gets you so far, particularly in a competition like this. If you sit on the fence, you get burned. South Sudan, the world's newest country, or what we should be saying is South Sudan. Serbia. More like Serbia later, fellas. Guatemala. Guatemala lost. Egypt. Looks like their chances got denied. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe out. Also, did I ever mention that all the African flags look really cool? Just saying, we could learn a thing or two. I don't know if that's any consolation for the fact that they just got kicked out of the competition, but hey, take it. Japan. They just got straight up Japanned out of here. There is probably a more explosive joke I could have used, but that's probably not in good taste. Oh, and by the way, if you're still here and you've been watching the entire time down this line of video, then thanks. Really appreciate it. Cuba? More like Cuba. Ethiopia. More like Ethiopia. Oh man. And no, I wasn't saying the name of the country. What I was saying was, oh man, they're out of the competition. Armenia. Enough, they're out of here. I would love to know how long this whole recording is going to be, because I'm not going to lie, it's been some time already. This is going to be a long night. And we go again. Haha, Djibouti. Say goodbye, Udi. Mexico. Mexico home. Micronesia. They got micronixed into oblivion. Is that even a word? Micronixed? Well, it is now. Germany. Not gonna lie, this is a big player being knocked out now. Germany. Anyone else will win except them because they lost. So we're 117 countries left. Are you still in the competition? Because if so, then keep hoping and praying because this one might be you next. Gambia. Gambia. Yeah. Honestly, I don't like that wheel when it spins really, really slowly at the end because there's so much tension. See, watch this. Spin. And then it goes slower and slower. Until... Nauru out of the game. Sao Tome and Principe prayed, but didn't get anywhere. Man, we are whittling down this list. We've got 114 left. This wheel is looking a lot less cluttered than it was earlier. Madagascar. They like to move it straight out of the competition. Look, at this point, my favourite's already been knocked out of the competition, so I feel like I need to pick another country. I'm not going to lie, that Turkmenistan's looking pretty good. Screw it. We're siding with the Philippines. Those guys are going to win. Gabon. Gabayon. Look, the bye puns are just way too easy to make. Spin again. Wait.
Niger. Niger. Niger.
Niger! Yeah, you thought you almost had me there, didn't you? Niger? Nagon. Thailand. Thai byland. I do wonder genuinely which continent is going to be completely gone first, because I think we've got a country from everywhere still, but I'm not going to lie, that's starting to get whittled down fairly quickly here. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago too. Another one. Where are we landing now? Oh no. The United Kingdom. The United King done. Malta. Mal take the L. Belgium. They really waffled on that one. Am I right? 106 countries to go. Syria. Syria out. Togo. Togo. Time to go home. Estonia. Eston you later. Tajikistan. More like Taquitistan. Palau. Palau, that loss hurt. Good morning, Vietnam. More like Vietnam. Hong Kong. More like Hong Rong for this game. Qatar. Qatar, are they still in? No. No, they're not. It's Burundi. Burundi didn't make it. I've got a feeling about this next spin. I think it's gonna eliminate a big country here. Not trying to manifest anything, not trying to put anything out there in the world, but I feel like it's going to be a big one. So let's see what happens. New Zealand. Okay, well, it's not exactly a tiny country. Probably not very big though in the grand scheme of things. New Zealand. Kiwi can't win. Liberia. Liberia adios. Belarus. I don't really know my history that well. Jordan. Jordan. You're done. We've got 93 countries left. If yours hasn't been selected yet, then there's still time. Taiwan. More like Taigon. But just in this competition, I mean. I don't mean in real life. Just making that abundantly clear. Spit it again. Barbados. Bad loss. Sudan. A bit like South Sudan, except with the south part. Sudan. More like Sudan. Israel, guys. You know, that country, Israel, is really over for them. Let's swiftly move on. Portugal. Portugal. It's a real shame because I was going to plan a future vacation there. Algeria. They really Algarve it there all. It's Ghana. They gonna be missed. Dominica. Domini can't stay in the game. Not anymore, at least. Because your time's done. Let's pull that trigger for another country. Bangladesh. More like Bangla Crash. Tanzania. Tanzania can't win. Every time I read out one of these countries, it really sounds like I'm in a bingo hall. Eritrea. Okay, I've really got to get my thinking cap on for this one. Pun. Eri tried, Eri failed? Yeah, I'll do better next time. No, not the Philippines. They were my next choice to win. Oh no, I've let you guys down. The Philippines. You know what, I'm just too upset to have a pun. Let's just have a group cry over the fact that the Philippines are now eliminated from this competition. We move. Okay, we're 81 to go. Kuwait. They'll have to Kuwait for next year at the next annual country elimination competition. Yeah. Lebanon off the list. Afghanistan. Sorry to all you Afghanistan stans out there, but it looks like they Afghans stood no chance. Denmark. They've been Denmarked for defeat from the very start. Come on, big wheel. Give me something good. Give me something juicy. Belize. Belize it or not, they're gone from this competition. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Cyprus. Pushed out the door. It's Chad. Chad. That too bad, Chad. Monaco out of the competition. The Marshall Islands. Shall we try again? Maybe one day, but that day ain't today. Cameroon. Lost. Turkey, they're out. Fiji cheated out of the competition. Yeet. Venezuela. Veni fell short. North Korea themselves. The big NK. There's no Korea left in the fight. It's Somalia. We will so miss you, Malia. But you're out of the competition. Alright, we are down to 65 countries now. We are getting through this list. Soon we'll be down to the last 50. And that's when the big boys come out. This is when things start getting to the wire. At the very beginning of this competition, many countries thought they were safe. I mean, there was another 198 countries to look at. Now, only 64 other countries apart from whoever it is that may be still out there to win. So, the odds are slowly becoming less and less favourable. But that's what happens when you play an elimination game where you eliminate every single country until there's one left. There can only be one winner. Colombia. Colombia. Austria. They tried, but unfortunately it was a tragic ending. Spin the wheel. The Central African Republic. And this one's pretty simple. They are centrally eliminated. Sri Lanka from the scoreboard. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. Norway. Or no way, they're out of the competition. That's a shame. Mongolia. Gongolia. From the game. Push that wheel. Namibia. Long farewell. You're out of this game. Spit it again. Kenya. Can you believe they're out of here? Nicaragua. Nicaraguan. I think. That was a real stretch, that one. I'm not going to lie. Paraguay. More like Paragon. We got Samoa. More like Sanomoa. I sincerely apologise. These countries are dropping like flies. But there's no time like the present to eliminate another one. Pakistan. If you're a stan for Pakistan, then unfortunately, it's the end of the road for you. And Pakistan. Grenada, a place known for their rum, beaches, and also being a loser of this competition. Grenada, away they go. Eswatini. Look, I'm not gonna lie, these puns are getting harder and harder to think of at this point. Eswatini? I don't know. We have 50 countries left, folks. We are getting there. Russia, the big boy themselves, are out of the competition. Russia, Russia over. Singapore. Sing no more. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. Equatorial Guinea. Equigonial Guinea. Get it? Someone needs to do a tier list of how good these puns are, and I think most of them, we know where they are on that tier list. Straight to rock bottom. Suriname. Suriname. Sure enough, they're gone. They are nagon. The amount of times I've spanned this wheel, it's really starting to hurt my eyes. A change of scenery is nice, you know, every now and again. You feeling me? Well, back to the grindstone. Greece. Greece. They got greased right out of here. Malaysia. Malaysia. Iceland. This one really hurts because Iceland is a fantastic country. But unfortunately, they weren't enough to win the competition. Iceland. They got ice slammed out of here. Palestine. Oh no. You know what? For this one, I suddenly can't think of any puns. So, let's just swiftly move along, shall we? We got Jamaica. Jamaica, big mistake. Yeah. They got smoked out of here. Czechia, otherwise known as the Czech Republic. Checkmate. Oh, we got Mauritius. Mari missed the chance. We are 38 countries left, folks. It is coming down to it. Turkmenistan. It wouldn't have mattered if I picked these guys or picked the Philippines because they've both been eliminated now. So, yeah, my picking hasn't been fantastic. Turkmenistan. Took me not winning. It's the DRC, folks. They conga go home. Mauritania. Maury take an L. Andorra. Andorra, the next one out. North Macedonia. North Macedonia. I'm not going to lie, this wheel is looking a lot more legible than it was before. I can actually read the countries on it now. That's crazy. That's what happens when you've only got 33 countries left to pick from. Well, may as well finish what we started and spin another country. Who's coming next? Macau. Macau? That really hurt. Spin that wheel. It's the turn of the Dominican Republic. Their republic ain't winning this one. It's Bolivia. Bolivia. I've spun this wheel many times, and I'm not going to lie, my eyes are starting to get a bit dizzy watching this wheel go round. How about you guys, but I think in my dreams tonight I'm going to see wheels spinning for all eternity. Well, let's make another one happen. Republic of the Congo. Congo go home. Again. Look, I'm not that original. I can't think of two puns that are different. I think my next choice for a winner at this point has to be probably the Seychelles. They've got a cool flag, guys. It's Haiti. Hey, bye, Thai. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts. More like St. Quits. The game. Kiribati. Can you guess what the pun is this time? I'll give you a clue. It has "by" in it. It's Kiribati. God, I'm good at these. It's Bhutan. Bhutan, they're Bhutan out. I realised there's still some big players again in here. We got Australia, we got Brazil, we got Chile, Argentina. We got the UAE. We got Saudi Arabia. Damn, there's a few here. If you're from one of these countries that are left in this game, then let me know down below. It'd be pretty interesting to see where you guys are from. So, yeah, drop it down in the comments. And whilst you're down there, you may as well like the video too. Or, you know, subscribe. That would be pretty cool too. Anyway, enough promo. Let's get for the next country. Chile. Chill. They're out of here, guys. Don't worry. I do wonder at this point if there is an entire continent gone. Probably. Comoros left for them. Spin. 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 Argentina. Argentina. Looks like they won't be Argent winning. Tree. Oh, that was close. We got Guinea. Guinea? Guinea. No. Guys, it's really hard to make a pun for this. Unless any of you have got a better idea, then let me know. 21 countries left. Bulgaria. El Salvador. El Salvador or El Salvador. Slovakia. They're going to make a Slovakia step to the exit. Ooh, it's Georgia. If you're from Georgia, then unfortunately, Georgie out. The United Arab Emirates. Or, as people are now going to call them, the United Arab Eliminatriots. Okay, I'm going to rev this up for a big old spin this time. You ready? Spin. Oh, look at that speed. Yeah. And the big spin got rid of a big country. This time is Australia. Australia. No more Aussie Australia on the board. The Solomon Islands. I couldn't even tell you where the Solomon Islands was on a map if you asked me to point it out. But I do know one thing for sure. Sola gone. Sola gone completely. It's Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan no more. Because they're gone. The Seychelles. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not, because every single country that I pick gets eliminated, so sorry, previous choices. And going forward, I probably won't pick another country because it's almost guaranteed to lose, so Yeah. The Seychelles, they were, chucked out the competition a little too soon for my liking. It's Yemen. Oh, this might be a close one. Cambodia. Cambodia. Okay, so we are down to the last 10 countries. This is it. We have Brazil, Tonga, Moldova, France, Iraq, Brunei, Saudi Arabia, the Ivory Coast, we have Mali, and we have Peru. But only one can be victorious. The rest will be nuked off the face of the planet, but that's not our concern right now. We need to find a winner. And to do that, we gotta spin that wheel. Skadoosh. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. We got Mali, folks. Mali. Okay, I can't think of anything for this one. But they're gone. They're out of here. They're done. Let's move swiftly on. We've only got 8 left. How have we got to this point? It's Moldova. Moldova. More like Moldonia. You're done. You're done. Pack your bags, you're done. Get out of here, Moldova. We got 7 countries left. We are almost at the end. Join me in these last few spins as we find out who the winning country will be. It's Brunei. Brunei, I'm out. 6 left. We got Ivory Coast, the flag, which people always get mixed up with Ireland because it's just the 3 colours backwards. But there we are. Ivory Coast. How about Ivory Coast? The game. You lost the game. We are down to the top 5 places. We got Iraq, we got Peru, we got Brazil, we got Tonga, and we got France. How did France make it this far? At this point, I'm not going to say what country I want to win. I'm just going to say which country I don't want to win. That might be a bit biased, but I'm the host. Let's do this. Brazil, they got brushed off. We got 4 left, people. We're getting there. We're near the end. Let's find out who our top 3 contenders will be. It's looking like Peru is out of here. Peru, they ruined their chances at winning. Guys, you were so close. You were so close. But not close enough, I'm afraid. We are down to our last 3. Now, if you take a careful look at this, we have Iraq, Tonga, France. Now, there's a very careful choice that's to be made here. Who are you betting on? Who's going to win? Let's give it a spin. Oh, could it be? No, it's not. It's Iraq. I racked up another elimination. We are down, ladies and gentlemen, to the final 2 countries. We got France, and we got Tonga. Only one will walk away as the country that survived the elimination of every other country on Earth. It's a 1v1, it's a head-to-head, it's a 50-50. Either of these countries could come out on top, but easily, either of them can crash out at the final hurdle. All I want to say is, good luck, we're all counting on you, Tonga. Why? How did we let this happen? Tonga's out of the competition. This only means one thing, and one thing, which I really didn't want to have to say. Out of every single country in the world, one stands at the end. And that country's France, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow those Frenchies won. For a country so used to surrender, they didn't back down in the face of a fight this time. France are the winners. And, just to seal in the result, we'll give it one last spin. One last roll of the dice. This is for you, France. Now play the France national anthem. Congratulations, France. You win this time. Unfortunately, because we span your country, it means that we also now have to finish the job. Just like every other country, there's only one way we can end this video, and that is nuking France. Good night, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe.